It is good to be switching over to doing this after what I have been doing for the last couple hours.
And what would that be?
So you know Pokemon Home?
Vaguely.
It's like, it's where you could, like, transfer Pokemon between games on the Switch.
Right, the Pokebank.
Basically, yeah. They have research tasks where if you put in Pokemon, like specific Pokemon caught in specific games, it gets you points. And that's fine for the most part, except for the fact that I'm currently trying to get the Pokemon that need to be caught in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And do you want to know what the problem with that is?
The game sucked?
Yes, the problem with that is that I have to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Haha, knew it.
Oh, Sylvia's in Georgia currently. Like the place in the U.S. or the place not in the U.S.?
I assume they mean the U.S.
Alright. Let's get right back into this with back to the Maractus Clinic. Considering I said we were in the same time zone, I don't know geography. I can't do geographs. All right, I can't do Sheogoraph.
Cheese for everyone.
Wait, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That could be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, no? Alright, right, what were we doing? Oh, right, we can actually go into the Maractus Clinic now. That's what that's what it is. Okay, quick reminder of, everything happening. So, we have this gun. And that's all we need to know.
So we're gonna rob the clinic?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's go in. Please get quiet, please. Reception. Health today. Health today. A painted fish tank. Ah, lots of slippers over there. Why are there so many noodle bowls here?
I guess they wanted to upgrade their hospital food.
Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it?
This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it.
The police guy out front wasn't so sure.
Yeah, well, fuck him. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Looks like the police team's gone home for the day. I'm still here at the door. Gone home for the day.
There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. So, should we address the elephant in the room first?
Also, what's with the high heels?
That's also a good question. Are those high heels? Don't the heels have to be like?
You see how the heel is elevated?
No. I mean like, does it for it to be like just considered high heels? Doesn't the heel need to be like its own thing? Whereas here it's kind of merged into the rest of the shoe.
I don't know the technical separation of the things, but that is a heel that is higher than the front of your foot. So I'm going to call it a high heel, but if need be, I will call it a high heel / platform shoe.
Yeah, I think. Hang on, platform shoe.
But I think the one you're referring to is more of the stiletto type.
Okay,
I don't know if platform shoes are specifically the ones where the whole foot is raised, or just when there is a block.
Oh, they can't see the high heel because you're in the way. Hang on, let me just move you aside. Here, I'll put you up here in place of the teddy bear.
Oh,
please give to Rhino.
Yes.
But yeah,
wedges apparently.
Okay. Yeah, like it's probably one of those things where it's like it's still a high heel, like and everything, but
subcategories.
Yeah, that's a subcategory. That's the term I was trying to think of. But let's look at it since we spent so long confused about it. What? No, they're not.
Those are not sandals.
We literally just had a whole thing of like,
shit.
What are these? Are these high heels, high tops, platform shoes, stilettos, wedges, and Tracy? Sandals. It's a single pair of sandals here.
Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients.
Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus.
You think they use the morgue, because that's where he is. Haha.
Hey!
Anyways, you think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case?
We just had a whole ladder versus step ladder convo, and Trucy is calling it a stool.
And if this patient or visitor isn't still here,
why'd they leave without their shoes? We always finish each other's
sandwiches.
I love that reference, but I don't know what it's from.
Me neither. Better take a closer look at these just in case.
Cute woman's sandals. Oh, I mean, okay.
So that belongs to the fiance.
Probably. Like, okay, I guess.
And that's just her aesthetic and her colors.
I guess they are like sandals on top, but I feel like calling them sandals is like kind of addressing the wrong part of it, if that makes sense. Like referring to a cheeseburger as being a dairy food because it has cheese on it.
It's like, you're not wrong, but you're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah. Yeah, sandals tend to be, well, yeah, they do, but like, I mean, I guess it has like the top part of being sandals where it's just the strap. But look at all these bowls and all this bullshit.
They're from Eldune's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty.
And I think we figured something out.
Think we have. Someone here ordered a lot of takeout.
Mr. Eldune, let's do takeout!
Not exactly what I was thinking.
All the bowls have been washed clean.
I think we found our first clue, Trucy.
But wait, why are they here? Because the card is over in the bar.
I don't know. And also there must have been a fucking party or something for them to have that many. That or they were discreetly stealing like one bowl a night for like weeks.
Well, no, I figured like these are the bowls that were inside the cart, and then the cart was stolen by Maractus. But I'm just wondering why he took the bowls out, put them here, and then brought the cart somewhere else.
Maybe he was trying to make room in the back of the car for something he was smuggling?
Like a dead body!
Maybe.
That pot is probably also Eldune's. Do you mean the trash can? Are you referring to the garbage can?
Okay, look, it is difficult to tell whether that's a trash can or an upside-down pot.
I mean, I could tell. And my vision is like 21.
21.
I don't know how the whole thing with vision is. I just know saying your vision is 20/20 means it's like perfect.
Well, no, 20/20 is normal. Below 20 is super good, and above 20 is less.
Wait. Wait. It is?
Yeah.
Are you sure below is better?
Yeah. Like 20/30 is saying like one of your eyes is not quite as strong as the average.
If I recall, though, in Justice for All, the first case, like, the guy, like, one of the witnesses, had bad eyesight, and he said his eyesight was, like, 20/10 or something.
That would mean he has super eyesight.
Yeah, hang on. Is 20/10 eyesight good or bad? Oh, no, yeah, it's really... Also, that's what... okay, so it means you can see at 20... Wait. Oh, yeah, it means you can see at 20 feet what the average person can only see at 10 feet. Okay. Okay, then my eyesight is not 21. My eyesight is like...
You can see at 20 feet what the average person can see at 1 foot. Fucking zoom in vision.
I don't think I'm even exaggerating when I say my eyesight is like 50/20. I'm pretty sure, because like I cannot like read anything that's far away. I'm like very certain I would not be legally allowed to drive even with glasses, because I cannot read signs on the road.
That just means you need better glasses.
Right, no, I have good glasses. My eyes just can't be fixed. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. I clicked out because I was looking that up.
Same as the pair we found, of course.
Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder.
Right.
And wait, okay, so does that mean the person who took the slippers left their shoes? Which means if those are the fiance's shoes, she had the slippers.
Potentially.
Which means she walked through the paint?
Potentially.
You'd be quite literally legally blind then? I might be legally blind. If I take my glasses off, like, I'm sitting, like, maybe 2 feet away from the computer screen, if even that. I take my glasses off, I cannot identify anything. I can't even read the text.
I mean, that just might be text size.
No. Like, no. My eyesight is fucking atrocious. It's why my hearing is so good instead.
From the hit and run, after all.
The Simpsons hit and run.
But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run?
Oh, we're not gonna add that? Okay.
I mean, we already have the slippers.
Yeah, we could have updated them or something.
Clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter.
Owner was murdered. Be back later.
Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Vaguely threatening.
Vaguely?
Brutal, but effective.
That's like saying be nice to your waiter. They're the one carrying your food. They have access to your food before you eat it. Look, this door says doctor's office.
Bullshit, that door is blank.
No, it spoke to me. Hello.
Oh, okay.
My name is Dave the Door. Doctor's office.
Fair enough, Dave. I think this is the victim's private office, Dave.
It's not locked. Too bad. I don't like being locked.
Why too bad?
I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. I feel violated. Like those little bike locks? Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around.
It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about.
Thump! Oh God, someone hit me! Oh God, I'm not gonna make it!
Oh no, it's the Wumpus.
Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door!
Some Wumpus is in there. Let's check it out, Trucy.
Alright, but in order to get it, you have to answer my riddles and they've
What the fuck? I mean, yeah, there's a break-in with a very realistic tree outside of it, but, yeah, that... I was more concerned about the glowing blue containers of things.
Oh, according to Celia, that character I was remembering said his vision is 2200.
Damn.
So, wait, so... What by that means he sees at 20 feet what other people see at 200 feet? Isn't that really fucking good?
No, that's terrible.
Like, this thing is...
Other people are like, there's an elephant way over there. And him being like 30 feet from it. Where?
Oh! I was misunderstanding it. Okay. I don't know why. I thought he said 2010. But okay, anyway. Also, I watched this show called Monk. It's like it's a crime, like, mystery series. I watched it while it was, like, being made. And there's this one episode where an important clue is that someone, like, tried to make it look like a criminal broke into their house by breaking their window, but they broke it from the inside, and so the detectives were like, the glass is on the outside, so they didn't break in, they broke out, sort of thing. And ever since then, anytime I see a broken window like this, I always look to see which side the glass is on.
I mean, that's a fairly classic bit of trivia for when it comes to break-ins, although you can't necessarily judge it by just finding a single piece of glass, because as you break a window, some will go to both sides, just the majority will go to the point that you push outward from.
No, but like, based on the... I mean, like, I always look on, like, which side has more of it, basically.
That's fair enough.
You know the standard...
Yeah, are you also not distracted by the glowing fucking... containers?
You mean the samples? All mad scientists have those.
This wasn't supposed to be a bad scientist's office. Dave said it was a doctor's office.
Well, doctor, scientist, the bad part is irrelevant.
I feel like it's very relevant, but okay.
2200 is the massive fucking E at the top of the standard eye chart. Okay.
E. What's this next letter? All right, then. I guess we're done. That was quick.
God, I remember every time. I've done so many of those checks that, like, I will always remember 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 3, 1 or 3. If you can't even see that, you're legally blind. I don't know how far away you have to stand from the E, or from the chart that has the E, but if you have to stand as far away from it as I am from my monitor, if not further, I'm legally blind.
Yeah, I think there's like a standard distance you need to stand away from it.
Normally, like, I've never done like the standard eye chart thing. I always do the other thing, the 1 or 2 thing.
Well, that's just adjusting your prescription.
Oh, then I guess I probably did the eye chart thing like when I was really young, and it was just like, yeah, your eyes suck. We're just gonna. Anyway.
A break-in. They left through that window.
Wait, Apollo! You're too late to catch them now.
That must be her experience as a pants snatcher chaser talking. We should tell the police.
Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance.
I mean, it takes them a second to get here, but alright.
The police officer is literally right outside, Rhino. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now.
We knew that. What? Why did they gingerly move the lamp to the floor?
Oh, I just noticed that.
The window is ajar.
No, it's a window. That must be how
I knew it was coming.
That must be how our burglar escaped. Oh, they didn't. I thought they broke the window.
Wonder who it was.
Maybe it was just a burglar.
Actually, it doesn't look like they fucking broke anything.
It honestly looked to me like, Now that I think about it, that's probably just the ground, but like near the bottom of the window, the part that's not grass, I thought was meant to be like a big shard of glass or something.
Nah. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front.
What you go for, the eye scan or dilation? I don't know what those are.
I haven't had to adjust my prescription for a long time. I have to go to a specialist for a different reason, but they tend to just be like, okay, we're dialing your eye today, and I'll be like, boy, I'm glad I always bring someone with me for this, because I had to drive home once with my eyes dilated. It fucking sucked.
Oh, no, I don't get my eyes dilated, so I guess whatever the other option is.
You know what I hate? When you have to hold your eyes open, and then they put the little machine in front of it and goes, okay, now wait for a second, poof. Just puffs the air just right in your eye.
That does sound familiar.
They're like, and don't blink. I'm like,
don't flinch. Pretends to punch you.
Don't flinch. Flicks your nose.
Don't sneeze. Pours pepper on your face.
At one point, I actually did an eye thing that was interesting. It was like they essentially put me into the usual goggles, and they were like, okay, now whenever you see a light come out on this little circular thing you're looking, or on your circular thing you're looking at, look at it. And then so it's like beep, you look, beep, look, beep, look. And it's just like, okay, here's all the parts you can see, and here's where you have a blind spot.
It's like calibrating like a Wii controller.
Pretty much.
Tree is very shocked by this.
If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least.
I'd give it a month myself.
If it broke in, obviously needed to break in today.
Alright, why is this lamp just carefully placed here? Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken.
Broken? Don't you mean burn out?
No, our cat burglar must have dropped it.
But why is it standing on the floor like that then?
It landed
why is it the lamp itself broken and not just the bulb?
Hey, look at the cord.
What about it? Oh, there's a red splotch on a part of the cord. Is there?
Probably not in the actual thing.
No, there's not on that picture. You think that's blood?
It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. It's Danganronpa blood!
Pepto Blood Mall. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure.
Hey Rhino, what do you get if you take some Pepto-Bismol and light it on fire? A Pepto-Bismolotov.
Lamp.
Alright, let's take a look at that. Oh, yep.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, sure.
Yep, that is a broken bulb. It's a fuck you face.
It does kind of look like it. Or like a kiss. Like a lipstick kiss. Right.
I don't know what ANSI Z87 approved means, Sylvia. Its cord runs to the lamp and has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain.
Wait, I know! Maybe it was left there by a red marker! Like they were trying to write their name and slipped!
Why would anyone write their name on a lamp?
I used to write my name on my magic ropes.
She has magic ropes?
Probably like the ones you escape from or something.
The bulb is broken. It won't turn on.
Oh? How is it broken?
Don't touch that, you'll cut yourself.
Eek! My finger!
You're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait.
Magic blood! Teehee! Gotcha!
Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence.
So let's take a look at these.
Yeah, it's definitely the fiance. What the?
Wait! The Apollo! You
They
think
had-
this is... Rhino?
There we go. Discord was having issues.
Oh, okay.
This could be a toe print.
Can we get a print off of this? Let's try it out. Oh, right. Alright, hang on.
Wait, but there's nothing on the screen.
No, this is the part where we're trying to get the print. This isn't the foot the. It's like getting the fingerprint basically, not the footprint, but we're doing it with the foot.
It is a fun fact, Sylvia. I guess it makes sense that handprints would be unique as well, since they are made up of fingerprints.
Are toe prints are your toe prints the same as your fingerprints?
Doubtful. There.
Huh?
You missed a spot in the upper left. Yeah, right there. Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, we just need to lightly dust this. Dumps entire bottle on it. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, baby.
But wait! I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints?
A good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print.
It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, I don't. Oh, there's nothing else to look at here.
Books and papers are scattered around the room.
Wow, what a mess! This is worse than Daddy's room. Burglar must have left in a hurry.
Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. And this bottle of ginger ale on the floor. Huh, the juice that spilled out of that cup, it's dry.
So the
Don't
messy
you
one
hate when
was.
your juice is dry?
So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now.
Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it.
What a cute little safe!
It's like a 4-digit lock.
Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9... Wait, do you think...
That burglar just now was trying to open it. Wonder what's inside this safe.
Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers?
Well, we know the first 2 are...
Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers.
I wonder.
Alright, not that. Whoops. No, I'm not looking at those.
I assume it's a document.
Probably not the autopsy report. they had to update his profile with that. I don't think we have anything for it. The only thing I can really think of is, like, it's 7 and 9. Wait, estimate June 14th. Report filed June 4th. Wait. Wait, what? Why is his autopsy report the same day as his checkup report? Are there any numbers in this thing? Also, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, if it's it's not related to a month, I don't think. Well, it could be. It could be like July 9th something, or it could be September 7th. But we don't have anything really related to any of that. Yeah, I don't think we have anything for this.
Well, that'd be a bit too lucky, don't you think?
Well, I suppose. When there was something that could finger which buttons had been pressed.
Oh, right. Something that could finger which buttons are pressed, huh? Maybe there is a way after all.
Okay.
Just this big.
That I guess we're doing that. I was looking to see if we had like any like clues out of the evidence. Rhino. Oh my god.
Wait, I have an idea.
Rhino, we have not even been going for like 45 minutes and you're already falling asleep.
It's been a long day.
I knew it, Apollo. What is it?
Well, what I know is what buttons have been pressed. Since they're used to find out what next jumpers are.
Take that!
When you press the buttons, you have to touch with your finger, right?
It would leave a print.
When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So we can find the buttons with fingerprints.
We'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Boy, I sure hope they don't make us do this too many times throughout the game, because... Unless you miss input. Yeah, or you're a burglar trying to figure out the combination. But I guess if that's the case, you probably have gloves on. Rhino.
Right. Look, you see the oily fingerprint residues clearly. 7 and 9.
These are glove marks. Burglar must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, hi, Remy. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot.
Other way around. There we go. Is that a bullet in the back? Like a bullet hole?
Does look it, don't it?
Rhino.
It opened.
Rhino.
It's like a bullet hole.
You can still see the bullet sticking out of it.
Why is it in the middle of the safe? Because it was open.
The bullet came out. The tip is all squished.
Not surprising, given that it was fired from into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure.
Bullet. This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it. Rhino.
X-ray, give me heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either, it's all medical speak.
But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient, it says walkie-talkie. This is walkie. Client's chart, huh?
Why would this one chart be here in this safe? See, the physician's signature says Palmaractus.
What is it, Apollo?
Look here what says who filed the chart.
Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala? Dun dun dun! Alita... Oh no, it's still you.
Alita Tialita is Walkie's fiance.
That's one Ida too many, Apollo.
Apollo. I have now converted you to my side.
Wait, is
Never mind that. What's her name doing here?
Does Detroit become human again? How should I know?
Apollo.
Guess it means she's on staff at this
I
clinic.
love you, random citizen.
Martin Luther Jesus.
I thought that she neglected to mention this before.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
First reason. So Takata Masala worked at the Maractus Clinic. And she had access to Waki Kataki's medical chart.
Got the I and Y wrong, Apollo.
I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says, but I guess I just can't read it. Who could help us decipher this?
Is that everything we can
A
look at?
scale in there? No clues here.
And the lucky cat. Alright, I get,
Wait,
what?
it's my Daggerheart character. Ooh, hollow point.
Wow, it's all mushed.
That was one tough safe.
You know, it looks kind of yummy. It does kind of look like a cupcake right now, doesn't it?
Little bit, but Butterscotch? Huh?
Like ice cream. Caramel.
Certainly have an active imagination, Trucy.
Pants. Walkie's chart. What does this say? Bullet lodged near heart. Cool.
I feel like we could probably see the rest of it too, but fine, whatever.
I mean, I guess this is the important part. I don't know. Yeah, I can't do anything to look at the x-ray. Alright. Well. Let's finish looking around, but we know who to bring that to.
Do we? Oh, right, the other doctor.
Yeah.
This pilot plan has seen better days. Doesn't make sense either.
What doesn't?
Normally, burglars are looking for valuables, right?
And burgers are looking for fries! That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar.
So why look under a potted plant?
Maybe they're looking for the key to the safe.
I've heard people putting their house keys under plants with the key to a safe.
And maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys.
This is getting nowhere fast. Whoa, what are those? Wall is covered in beakers.
Me? Eek! Something's moving inside that one! You look, Apollo!
Look yourself, you can't... Oh. It's goldfish. Oh.
Wow, they're all fish! So many kinds!
They're aquariums. Okay. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can look at in here.
What about the bottle on the floor?
It's just this again. Okay, so the fact that, like, the juice is dry. Also the fact that the thump just happened. I get the feeling that all of this happened at an earlier date and someone just now was trying to make it look like someone just broke in. That's kind of that's the vibe I'm getting. Because, like, everything's kind of just thrown around. The safe had partially stuff in the lock. The plant is knocked over. But the juice is dry, and I don't know. Alright. Oh, Eldoon is not here. Anything new in the garage? No. Okay. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion.
What did Detective Sky say? You want to know something, you'll have to investigate yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please.
Rhino.
I want to know. I want to know.
Certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I pulled out the Master Sword. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. Rhino.
was all over the news, so I remember that.
Rhino, this is important lore that you're gonna be missing.
You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?
Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time.
17 years old? That's still high school.
He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. To my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. Rhino.
That's all. How could it be? How could that be all?
What do you mean? Rhino?
What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence?
Rhino, get up and stretch or something.
Okay. You said you forged evidence, and now your attorney's badge stripped from you.
Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? Rhino.
Oh, sorry, I was handing something to someone. Wait,
No, you
nope,
fucking.
I am alone here. I was hallucinating that I handed something to someone.
You were asleep, Rhino. Fucking get up and stretch. Why has this happened with the fucking Ace Attorney, but never happens with fucking Stardew Valley?
Because I'm only sitting here reading. Stardew, I'm actively doing stuff. And this is like chill, and so I'm sitting here like, eh.
Well,
How does it
don't.
feel? I want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first... Can you actually pull out the log for me?
I fucking knew this was going to happen.
How does it feel if it... Oh, Phoenix Wright. Okay, got you. Okay, thank you.
What?
I just need to know Phoenix's last line.
Okay. Didn't you notice? Forged evidence. Blah, 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 blah. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it?
But...
I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know.
Mr. Wright. It's like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now.
Alright, are we able to present anything here? Alright, no, I think we're probably not able to present anything to this. Yeah. Alright.
Look at these pants.
Nope. Alright. Alright. Let's go see Emma.
Yes, Remy? That's enough, I think.
Sylvia, no, that's his daughter. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be anything. I think we just went there for lore. Alright, this is you still.
Waiting for the barking to stop.
Ah, okay.
Why are you whining? Just because I won't let you go outside to bark at him?
I want to bark closer!
He is looming over me like that, like, I want to go bark at them. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery.
Hey, how did you know?
You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science! Next, you'll have us analyzing face prints.
Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo! Alright, next we have this thing!
These sandals. It's quite a clear print there. A toe print.
Too bad we don't know whose toe it is.
Can you seriously not tell? Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is what? All you need is a sample of the same toe print, off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right, so if the prints match, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Maybe! Check the slippers! I think I just might, actually. What did she say?
She just said, really?
Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print?
On the gun!
Take that!
We may need to dust them first. I did say toe print sample, didn't I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? Oops, stormy skies ahead. Try again scientifically this time, if you would. Can we, like, zoom in on the slippers and see?
Aha!
Aha! Someone got some funky feet. Wondering, could this be a print?
But
Butterfly meme.
But it's only on one foot. Why would there be a finger?
Yeah, it's the
you
funky
need a
foot.
Good call, Apollo.
Yeah, we can analyze. Is it just like a regular?
This could be a vital piece of evidence. Good. I'm just gonna do it quickly this time.
Hey, it worked. Looks like a big toe, maybe.
Wow, I feel like the case is solved already.
What was next? We have to match the print, right?
Right, let's match it. Wait, don't have a list of toe prints, blah blah blah. Ask her. Okay, there we go. Try now.
Emma, what are your thoughts on feet? The slippers.
I have other fetishes.
It's quite a clear print there. A toe print.
Yeah, we don't know whose toe it is.
There's one way.
They have the same toe print on the
Take that!
This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. Perfect match. Same person wore these, sandals, and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer. Haha. To the truth!
Alright. Done that. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this.
Trucy, wait.
What?
Vital evidence there. You can't show her that. It's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure.
Ooh, clever, Apollo.
What did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Munchity, 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 munch. This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet.
Right, use this in the trial tomorrow.
Do I have to repeat myself every time?
How about the lamp?
Say, could you take a look at this lamp? Bulb's broken. My God, you're right. Strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? I guess he's ouching at the pub.
I still think it's kind of odd. Give me your buddy! Alright. Is Eldoon back? No. Okay, did I miss anything here? Let's make sure. I looked at the fish. Save. Plant books. Okay, I think we're done here. All right.
Meowth.
Walkie, that's right. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back, and Daddy's... Oh, you again.
You always have to announce your entrance like that.
Man, my old man, man. Now I'm all in a man, and it's his man.
One can only assume that his man tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly.
You two got your man cut out for you, straight man. Of course, I don't care if they lock man up. I'm ready to man.
Some days I wonder why I do what I do.
Hey, man! You won't see me bug about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
I've learned one thing today, is that silence speaks louder than words.
Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead man! I spend my man trying to keep it man being a man. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family.
Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail, for my sake. Shoes.
Oh, I thought...
Alright, Walkie, it's yours.
Some kind of x-ray? Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo.
Take a closer look here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala.
Ah, you lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So?
Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting?
Fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. And then let's also...
You don't happen to recognize these, do you?
Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. He's got mad little feet. Mad. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers.
Yeah, I kinda had a feeling.
What's up with the funky vibes? Woo-yoo!
He is, V.
Woo-yoo!
Imagine you need to talk again.
Yeah, I know. About half a year...
But having you go, BAM! I love what the suck it is! Once upon a time, bang!
Alright, allow me to tell you the story of how we met. So I got shot! About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic?
Yeah, correct.
That's where I met her, my fallen angel.
You mean Alita?
She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, all toasters toast toast. And the bad guy always gets the ladies. And goes kung fu. Woo-yoo!
Right.
She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. In a fight. Straight gangster style. Is what she said. What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me.
Kind of started with that. So that was the proposal.
You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. Kung fu, woo-yoo!
About that op.
Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? Didn't you learn about the bullet in at that checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, ain't I?
Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before?
Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. So...
I think she married him knowing that he was gonna die because they fucked up the operation.
Yeah, and she was, and the idea is like, I'll marry him, and then he'll die, and I'll get money or something.
Yeah, I'll get all his shit because he's the son of a fucking gangster mob boss.
And then, okay, how does that connect to her? Why were her shoes there, and why did she take the slippers? Why would she?
You're in a run in? I don't know.
Why would she? Assuming this is leading up to her being the killer, why did she kill the doctor.
Maybe to try and prevent Waki from finding out that he was going to die from the bullet still being in there.
Is he that stupid that he doesn't realize bullet in me equals death?
Well, he didn't know before they went for the health checkups. That or like he was going to try and fix it or...
Maybe.
Wait, Waki, I can fix you. You can? Bang! Well, now you're dead.
Oh!
No!
Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Trusty Doll?
Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice.
I suppose he is a doctor still. Oh, right. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Look at this evidence. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? Medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon?
What? What's going on here? So we want to know. That chart belongs to my client.
He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD.
ABD? You missed the letter C.
All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates that someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why?
He has a bullet in his heart, you idiot! What the fuck?!
What the what? It was Noodles? What?
You have to change his voice now.
But I like his voice as the drill sergeant from Venture Brothers.
I'm pretty sure you can stick with it, it's fine.
Well, that drill sergeant is like commanding officer, but still. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way, it's like he's a completely different person.
Alright.
Well, according to this chart, this Waki-Kataki feller's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up the side of his heart. That's right. If this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. You can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I could think of was it was too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet stuck as a bug there next to the aorta, which connects to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc be eager to fiddle with.
You mean...
It is quite literally heart surgery. Took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. Take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician.
I can do it! I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year, tops. But Milwaukee's operation was already half a year ago. Well, you may want to go check on him. He may be dead. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great.
How could did Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? Oh, it's back.
I got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. And he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair.
Despair!
Despair! About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. What exactly the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out?
The Kitakis.
You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Waki's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened.
That's just horrible. He left Waki to die.
There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting, hungry, for noodles! Now, compared to these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Waki, couldn't you?
No, I'm not licensed anymore.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country. Okay, never mind, it's just hard. I mean, not even in the world.
Okay, Jesus. So Waki...
Just real lucky to be alive even now.
No.
There's one problem.
Only one? Apollo?
This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala, whose name I'm getting real tired of saying. It's not as fun as Walkie Kentucky.
That's right. This operation was how they met.
Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed.
Ah!
Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. She knew her patient was in serious danger. You'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. Unless you were some sort of crazy bitch.
What was she thinking? Apollo?
What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? Money! Get that money!
To be continued!
Alright, I'm going to take a quick second here to take Puppers out.
Alright. Very quick break.
Alright, Puppers, you ready to go out? I
Alright.
just had you getting annoyed at me.
Yeah! Alright.
Don't you just want to let me sleep and see what bullshit things I hallucinate?
We'd be sitting here for half an hour not getting any progress done in the game.
You say that as we have a long shoe discussion.
At least that's entertaining. Alright. This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Ah, Max, it's you.
Oh, what time did you wake up?
3 a.m.
Ah, it's not me. See, I would go to bed at 1 a.m. and I would wake up at noon.
Meanwhile, me having to get up at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow.
It's only 2 hours, Apollo. Just getting flashbacks to Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Don't worry, I'm fine. I got a whole hour of sleep last night, so I'm ready to go. But at least you
Also, I had this jar of meth.
Why is it stored in a jar?
My prescription's pretty big.
And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. I'm assuming.
That voice.
God, we can never get it right, huh? Also, I need.
I mean, I assumed it was Phoenix.
I figured it was Clavier. Hey, get any sleep? What do you think of my Clavier Gavin impression?
Mr. Wright.
I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. I love how you can tell her arm is moving when she's flapping Mr. Hat's mouth. I love how you don't even see her own mouth moving, so she's really good at this. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint almost seem fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. It's me. How about a little plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope, guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Indochine like Indonesia China. Oh, okay.
Okay, now see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is?
Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée.
She's gonna be a witness?
That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Also, I like how they're actually like doing it correctly with how they spell fiancé. Where there's hang on, like nope. Like it's two E's to refer to the female and one E to refer to the male.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's also like how the blonde, when you're referring to like someone having blonde hair, you say it's blonde with an E when it's female, and you say it's blonde without an E when it's male.
Huh.
You have to wonder
I
what
thought it was just different spellings.
No. You have to wonder what Gavin's up to.
Something's going down today, that much is clear.
No, not to worry. I've got my pants back. If we can't find
Why
a killer,
must you keep bringing it up?
if we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. And ta-da! Here's Manfred von Karma. Oh, we didn't get the.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki. Defense is ready. Right, this is what I look like. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up, and it's a sold-out house.
Very well, to recap.
Isn't he dead by now? Like, deader than dead? I didn't say he came out alive!
While yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of pants snatching.
yes, we're aware. You did find out one thing for certain.
For what I've apparently, like, they don't bring it up much if at all after this case. So.
There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Hero Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. We're leaving the courtroom. Out! Let's go to the playground.
Ooh, yeah, a field trip.
I guess you could say this court
The
is now.
outside?
Guess you could say now this court is in recess.
Aha!
The acquisition of the murder weapon. The preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all you see. To his betrothed.
His betrothed.
His fiancée, Hero Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole.
Very well, you may show your lucky lady to the stand. See, it's her style. It's yellow and blue. It's yellow and blue ribbons.
No, I believe you. Your name and occupation, Frankfurter.
Alita Tiala, my occupation is future wife.
You're looking incredibly evil right now, Alita Tiala.
I'm cosplaying. Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution. To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first. But I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty, another admirable trait.
Frankfurter.
You know, I hear Waki's dying soon, so that means you're back on the market.
Frankfurter, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Waki Kataki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder!
Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. Yes. All right, testimony done.
Waki's plan.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. Yes. So the pistol did belong to the Kataki family, then?
Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it also illegal?
Fired from the pistol that the defendant procured. Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that?
Bullets carry marks on the barrel that fired them called rifling marks.
Rifling marks. Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires.
And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. With, I don't know, puppy dog eyes or something. I just didn't think he would actually do it. He's a punk-ass bitch.
Hey!
Alright, well, he is a punk-ass bitch.
Hey!
The defense... Quiet you, you're not on the stand. The defense may begin the cross-examination of this sick bird.
Yes, he is in fact a punk-ass bitch.
I will now hand down my verdict. Punk. Bitch.
Audience cheers. Woo!
Is that all he said?
Let's... Yeah. I feel like this is probably where we're gonna... Yeah, let's press this. And if this doesn't, like, give us progress, we'll press the other stuff.
What if I can be in the last Oreo?
The last Oreo. You're eating the last Oreo on Earth, Rhino!
No.
That's not gonna stop me, but it's disappointing!
Exactly.
I actually had a deep-fried Oreos for the first time the other day.
What?
Yeah. I went to a restaurant and it was one of the dessert options, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm curious.
What is a deep fried Oreo?
Rhino? Take a guess.
No, see, I'm scared.
It is an Oreo.
I'd assume it's more the name.
It's an Oreo that has been deep fried. 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 It's an Oreo that has been deep fried.
Oh, so it's not just them just being cute with a name and having like dipped it in like flaky chocolate?
No, it's literally been deep fried in pancake batter.
Oh, pancake batter.
Yeah, but it's
not that great.
I mean, it tasted all right. It tasted good.
I guess I have eaten Oreo balls before. So, now that I've finished my snack, set out to class, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. It's called a locked door. But Waki's a special case, being the next in line. To die, proceed.
Perhaps this treatment was a bit too special, Jalapeno.
Geez, you just wanted to make it as long as possible, huh?
Every single non-English word he says, I'm just going to turn into an English word.
Jalapeno is not an English word. Neither is Frankfurter.
Everything's English, Rhino.
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled.
Fine. Perhaps this treatment was a bit too special, Japan.
I'm not sure if that's an English word or not either.
It's a blurry line at that point, huh?
Yeah, it is. But this is Japanifornia, so I guess we can allow it. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthday. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate grape. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to mentally picture this, and I'm sure it's like, it's like the plastic part was chocolate, and the knives came out as like individual sticks of bubble gum that you could get. But to me, I just instantly thought of like pre-chewed bubble gum, someone shaped it into the shape of a knife, and then like just a brown rock for the handle. So it's like you stab someone with it, it just goes squish.
No, it's a separate thing. It's a chocolate gravestone.
Oh, okay. I thought it was all the same thing.
No! A switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Okay, the switchblade is still the weird part in that, right?
Yeah!
Okay. It just like it reminds me of those switchblade combs from like Footloose and all that. Except you now as you whip it, I was like, haha! Gum?
Oh, I'm gonna get you real good now. Takes out thing. Gum comes out, bites it. Chew, chew. Blows bubble. It pops in your face. Ha! Gotcha.
Yeah, it's in your hair. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger. Point here is being that Waki had access to a pistol.
And a chocolate gravestone. All right, let's look at everything.
Hold it!
That was the day of the murder, correct? No shit, Apollo. Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Waki looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest.
So you were there at the time? Yes, poor Waki. I was expecting her to go back to finger period like, he just didn't know what to do with himself.
He just didn't have the heart.
Must have been quite frightening.
You mean like that, Rhino?
Glorious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
To shreds, you say?
You sound less evil when you say your testimony.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without complaint.
That sounds like a complaint.
Yeah!
By the way, I appreciate your to shreds Futurama reference. Maki's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute. Great, now he sounds like a psychopath. He sounds like a psychopath. What happened, meaning the murder? I tried to stop him, I really did. But Maki wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
Hold it!
How can you say that for certain? Ha!
Hero Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the... From badgering the Franklin.
Oh, okay. You're switching words. Hey, it's Franklin. Coming into your trial. Getting you on charge for murder.
I was thinking GTA 5, Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin the Turtle.
You will refrain from badgering Franklin while he was handing out assassination duties. It was the defendant, Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now.
I suppose we do.
So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic. Jamaica?
That's not English.
Jigsaw?
Alright. That does seem to be the case. Although it does not begin with the same two letters. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
I'm doing what I can here!
Jack?
Jasper!
Alright. Could someone else have used that pistol?
I mean... if we say there was another, I think...
white?
Huh?
Wait. Were two shots fired?
Yes.
So yeah, there you go. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. Her.
What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
Would it be her?
I mean, she was there and saw him get it. So she knew how to do it.
Take that!
Although, I'll be honest, I'm surprised they're letting us jump to this so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Objection!
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this...
Does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting a partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder. Hesitate. I hoped you do more than hesitate. What if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Mistiola, and the victim.
Gotta be the chart.
Yeah. That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. Walkie-talkie. Hey, Mistiola! But why is your name on this chart?
Oh.
No reason. Can you explain the meaning of this, Mistiola? No.
Oh.
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our one little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Mistiola! Testify that you had no connection to the victim. I lied. Well, fuck, go to jail. And I don't. Now. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right? But that's not true at all. I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all. There's no connection now. Does it fly in a court of law? Doesn't fly. It's one tough nut. Probably feels right at home with the Kentuckies. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. It's either the slippers or the shoes, I imagine. Probably the slippers. Probably the slippers, because that has the clinic on it.
Objection!
Well, I suppose I could see.
Hero Forehead, this trail you think you have found, it doesn't lead to the truth. Nor to a long career in the legal profession. Jackknife?
Gee, thanks.
Perhaps you will allow me
Jerk
to do...
face.
Perhaps you will allow me to do the honors.
I thought I was the honor here, but why not? Might be nice for a change.
Most excellent. Let's rock!
Oh, wait, what? Oh, that for the penalty? I'll take the usual penalty next time. I thought that would have been it. Listen, look, her fucking footprint on the fucking Maractus slipper.
I was thinking, I think it's the sandals because they were literally in the clinic.
This seems like pedanticness at this point, but
I
fine.
feel like it should have. I feel like either of them should have led to it, but
Alright, fine. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? No.
That is true. We haven't yet proved to the court that it's her footprint.
You could just say it was. Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
So sorry,
Francis.
So sorry, fraud, but your act isn't working.
Oh,
Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow. This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. Sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. There's no point in denying it. Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the miraculous clinic that day? Pregnancy test? You know what? I'm fine with that. I don't need to hear more. I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No one innocent says that, by the way. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant. The botched operation. Which is less botched and more they looked and said, fuck it, I ain't doing that. And then aborted. He was a timid, small man. But I never wished him any harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know. That does make sense.
Yes, but there is still one thing which does not.
And what's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic. Jacket? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I also would have... I also would have absolutely rocked them.
To quote, I think it was Jeff Foxworthy at one point, you wear heels, no matter who you are, your butt looks good. I would have worn those sandals home too. I would have strutted my stuff.
So, why were the sandals left behind?
Hey, he pointed out the contradiction before me. Saves me some effort.
There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Ms. Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake.
And now
That's fucking bullshit.
Now he's giving her an out.
Boo. Boo. Boo this man. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation.
I'm running out of these.
Yeah, forehead? James forehead?
Oh, but no fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony. Feds may begin the cross-examination.
I'm gonna keep an eye on stuff as hang on.
Her eyes are shifty in this pose.
I mean, that's just, she looks at the camera afterwards.
That's fair enough. I'm hoping it's her finger pyramid and it's going to be like a wiggling finger.
I swear that when I saw, when we were going through this before, I swear that on this one, I swear I saw one of her fingers twitch. But it honestly might have just been I don't know. Because I'm not seeing it now, so. Alright.
Around what time did you go to the clinic? Yeah. What the fuck do you mean? I don't know, like the morning, I guess. 9:30? Something? Great, okay. So that was the first time you contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year. Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with. So why did you go to the clinic that day?
Hold it!
Did you want Dr. Maractus to... Mr.
He did not
Maractus to
go
run
through
away?
medical school and work for the fucking mob for you to call him Mister!
I'm working for the fucking mob right now. Do I get a doctorate?
That's why the mob was only part of it! You also have to go through medical school!
No, Dr. Justice.
Dr. Justice.
Well, after I failed to stop walking, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem. Couldn't you have called? Why go in person? I called several times that evening, but no one was in. Oh, Sylvia says they can't hear us.
Wait, what? Try refreshing? I don't know. Hang on.
But she can't hear you say that.
An idiot.
It was their headphones? Okay.
Hooray!
Give me a heart attack.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday. James?
Baxter.
I've decided from now on, I'm not going to try switching the words each time. I'm just going to choose one and stick with it.
I figured that's what you were doing, that you were just rotating until you found one you liked. I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor. And let me tell you again how small he was.
Hold it!
You mean that act of malpractice on Walkie, correct? If he had just told Walkie the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened. True, that operation was the start of this whole affair. Speaking of affairs... oh, of course. If he'd told him, he might have been erased by the Katakis much earlier. Disturbing thought.
We know that the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kataki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him.
Hold it!
I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, huh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. Are you sure? I have expertise! No! She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it too. Feel free to think whatever you'd like.
Also, the way her face looks in that right there, I don't know what to think about it.
It's a bit weird. I only went to that clinic with one thought in mind. Saving someone.
Okay, let's look at, I mean, I guess this would be the dark secret. Well, maybe.
We just presented it, though.
No.
Hold it!
But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you? No, I did it for him, for us.
She went to warn him so that her fiance would not have to commit such a crime. James!
I didn't want them to take my Walkie away. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
Trying to figure out what really happened in that clinic and fast. Gotta law fast. And I don't... Is this where we do the slippers?
Let's try. Objection! No, music's still playing.
Alright, what do you think? Contradicts, No, I don't think so. What's the next statement?
It was specifically here where he was like, I should have some evidence.
I guess let's try the report again.
Objection! I knew it!
Seems a little redundant. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office, as I stated like 20 minutes ago. And why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? I'm confused. Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away.
Bad hero, Doctor.
And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala.
Checking her own pulse.
The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Too bad, little attorney. I swear I saw the. Was I right? Is it gonna be a finger wiggle in the evil finger pyramid?
I hope so.
My bracelet's reacting again. Fill me with an awesome power.
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet tighten just now.
Your bracelet?
Just like yesterday, like you said.
I'm just unsure of something. Nervous habit gives him away. But I can't see anything, Apollo.
Huh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Hooray, I could win against you at something. Aside from basketball, in which I beat you a sick 5-0. Because you're like 3 feet taller than me, and you better believe it.
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Tracy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous...
eyeball.
We don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses.
It's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Do it. Fingers, fingers, fingers. Look at those pinkies. Oh, she's twiddling her ring! I saw it. Haha!
Gotcha!
Maybe
Why would
that.
she go now?
Maybe that's why I. Maybe that's why I thought I saw fidgeting with her fingers before.
I agree too. I thought I also saw something, but it was so subtle.
And like I couldn't see it on on repeat watches, probably because I was looking at the fingers themselves.
Why go to the clinic for a half-a-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit.
Why do they always tell them what the nervous habit is?
I think because it makes them more aware of it, and so then like if they have to sit there and struggle not to do it. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What nonsense is this? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. And also this drug trip I did just now. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. Got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this.
The checkup.
Yep.
Take that!
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Nothing. Why would I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew that Walkie's chest x-ray... Oh, what Walkie's chest x-ray would reveal. So many fucking W snuck in there. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. I think Discord didn't like that sound to cut it off. No, the drugs, Mr. Apollo. Why did you put me on drugs with your eyes? That's all, Your Honor. Would you like some eye drugs? I think I'm on some. What just happened? Anyone else see those colors? Holy shit. Did the witness just admit to lying? No.
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from Hero Forehead. Very cool.
Oh, why thank you.
So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic. But her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Kitakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? No? I mean, you guessed it. Order! Order! Takana Vasana! I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo! I didn't see it at all! Daddy was right about you.
Wait! I don't want to. Go to jail. Miss Tiala? It's true. That shot was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about the soundboard redeem and went home.
Hang on. What? Okay, we're probably gonna have a moment coming up where I could use this, so we're gonna hold off on it for just a moment.
I love banked sound redeems.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What? Come on.
She hid the truth from us, this is clear. Yet, it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
I don't know. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Grr, I was so close.
You're still close. Keep on her.
Confetti!
On her, Apollo.
As expected of the one with magic pants. How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. It was appropriate. Who wouldn't be scared to learn that Kataki was after them? Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. What about lobsters? Get those things away from me! They're evil. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday, right here in this courtroom. It was really impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
I thought it was a lobster. Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh?
What about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. We can't prove when it happened. Nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved.
Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
We can't prove it. What if we bullshit our way there? You know what? That just might work. No way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
You know why she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Nothing happened.
Is this where we do the slippers? It's like, why
I think bullet.
Objection! Oh, yeah.
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this.
Ooh, a cupcake.
What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. Madam, this bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office, and my hair is pointy. Speaking of pointing, something did happen to that office, Miss Tiala.
Enough of this joking around! The police investigated that clinic.
Objection! Well, they were garbage. But this was stuck inside the doctor's safe.
Inside the safe? Oh! Ooh!
The first time we've seen him sweat.
Guess the police didn't check that far.
But there is a problem. How could you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Objection! Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to? I love this counter thing.
I always love when it's just objection, but this, objection, but this, and it just goes back and forth. I do love it when that happens.
Yeah. The pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder.
Not bad, Hero Forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately. Holds it up to eyes, spins slowly. Yup, it matches. I love a robot bailiff.
30 minutes later, a robot arrives. A report arrives. A robot arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical.
Well, seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. How about that? Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Rebel, 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 rebel. Order, order, order. Spaghetti. Max, get out of this series.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll just go away now. Bye.
Sorry, I meant Maxine the farmer, quote unquote. Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
I've been doing that for the last half
yeah.
hour.
Yeah, I kind of started with that, if I'm honest. Alita Tiala knew about Walkie Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged in without telling him about it. Cause she's a conniving bitch. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Katakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Should have signed a prenup. You do know what that is, right?
Vaguely? It's
okay.
I know it has to do with, like, marriage.
Yeah, it's essentially a thing you sign before you get married. Is like in the event of divorce and or death, you get nothing of their stuff. It's kind of a dick move to propose it, but it's a way to prove that you're not in it for the money.
So it's a dick move for the rich person to propose it, but it's an honorable thing if the poor person proposes it. I guess.
Oh, it only counts for divorce, Sylvia. Alright, fair enough.
Wow, alright, so just make murdering someone to get their stuff continue to be possible. Alright, law system, I see how you work.
Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on his fortune.
Oh.
Oh.
You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man!
I mean, good luck getting through that. You know how long court proceedings take in this universe? You'll be dead.
Also, I'm just gonna say right now, I fucking knew this was going to lead to him defending her, even though, like, she's the killer.
I mean, he stayed quiet longer than I thought he would.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you said. You said you'd abuse my Alita. What?
What? What? I think you mean accuse.
Same difference! Like you can't have
No,
her.
not at all.
She's mine! It was me!
What?
I shot that doctor! Me! He left me to die, so I left him to die too, down in that park!
Walkie. Cool down a second.
You
please.
keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll...
Wait, where is he standing then?
I don't know. Also, I think this is her.
T. Where's Tiala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki. Wake up and smell reality.
Alita, baby?
The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on, it's so obvious.
Wow, she's being very upfront about this.
Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself.
Alita?
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Franklin. I'm just going with it.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. I've committed like 4 perjuries so far. I'm going to jail. So the family fortune is what you're really after. That's right. I wanted the money. But you know what's not illegal these days? Marrying someone on their deathbed.
No way! That's whack! I ain't trying to hear that!
Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? To me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Please do not keep saying those other words. This would be very bad. Of what crime, might I ask? I mean, I assume murder, but alright, what? What do you mean? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. Maybe he's a terrible shot. Fuck, he probably is a terrible shot. I would never do a thing like miss. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Tercy?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found.
But I didn't have a pistol, now did I?
Well, you could have taken walkies.
You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I heard him say is, it was me, I shot him. Gee, and things. It's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation,
But I'm bored.
but the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What point?
Certainly, the Franklin wanted that chart.
The Frank.
You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... wouldn't she have taken the chart?
That is something I thought of earlier when we were mentioning the book. I was like, wait, why was it still there?
Oh.
You see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe.
Ah!
He has a fair point. Miss Tiala. Yes. It's clear to this court you are not a very good fiancé. Oh, I'm flattered. Perhaps this time you told us the truth. You know what? I don't know why I'm asking. You won't. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day, and if you like long walks on the beach while murdering people. And don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Mirantis Clinic on the day of the crime. I'm aware. That started to be like my counter to people telling me something I already know. Instead of just saying I know, I just go, I'm aware.
You say that to me a lot.
Do I? Neat.
I thought your response to that was going to be, I'm aware.
I was not aware. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor and his micropenis. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Morantis was shot in the temple or not.
Why does she know that?
She was probably at the court yesterday. That's fair enough, Sylvia. Went back later. That chart was dangerous, you understand. I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Morantis was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Wait, that was you?
Thump.
Wampus.
More like Thumpus.
A Wampus! They left through that window. So you were the Wampus. What the That was you two. If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened the safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing. And thievery. And is opening a safe breaking? I'm not sure. I'll have to check that one. And brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. Yes, I can. They are gangsters, you know. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
Alright, let's...
Boy, I think there's egg on my face for bringing this person as a witness. They committed an awful lot of crime.
This feels like weird for her to just randomly say. I'm gonna press it.
Doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we?
Clickety-clackety.
If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard the testimony on this yesterday. Ooh. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Didn't we prove it was somewhere else? Or did that get rebuked?
We proved he was somewhere else.
Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
Objection!
That testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious pants snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did the witness the crime. But he was standing to the north, next to the trash can, where he tossed those pants. If Mr. Stickler shot it from this location, the bullet wouldn't have hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. What? Oh, Max.
What?
What if she was hiding in the place the bowls would have been?
How did he not know
Remember,
she was there?
It's a fucking ramen cart. The shit's heavy. It also has a covered center. Remember earlier on in the case when you were like, they were in the cart when they shot him? I think you were onto something.
Oh.
Anyways, do you remember what breakfast you had that morning? Yes. Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
Respect. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The pants guy was mistaken.
Objection!
We literally had an entire trial segment about this.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Objection!
The mockery voice is not necessary. Also, then why don't you show us, Hero Forehead?
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap.
Again.
If the witness, Pants Guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
Cart. Wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is.
Walkie-Talkie was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Power Actus was at the victim mark.
The only one whose name does not match the initial of his mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime. Discord broke up there. Oh, there we go. Without contradicting ourselves at some point. Wait. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from? Cart.
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
You bitch!
Holy
Like so.
How did you do that? Double penalty.
Hero Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time.
Are you sure, Apollo?
Yes, I am very certain it is justice time. I checked my watch.
That's a bracelet!
Exactly. Shows on the inside where it says justice time.
But it always says that!
Exactly. The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, we know where he stood. And the victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. Cart. Yeah.
Take that!
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. love that they just have noses. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim was an owl who turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes.
Oh yeah!
Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. Now, I'm glad we figured out she was in there. Still don't know why the fuck he took it.
Yeah!
Order!
I want some noodles! I want some murder noodles!
So you're saying
Murder noodles?
the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
What the fuck?
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Thank you!
Let's deal with our
I don't
problems.
fucking know.
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we?
Let's continue ignoring why he was holding it. Damn it.
Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. I hate this wall behind me. Let's talk about proof, baby! Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand!
Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand?
Well, too bad!
I don't know if we
I don't really think the bowls will work because we didn't get it as a thing.
Yeah. We don't really have anything for that.
Alright, do it. Well, too bad. Well, too bad. What the fuck? Kidding. Just kidding. I've got it.
Okay.
We do?
Okay.
Woo! Close one. Let's see it. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Can we just show the regular bowl?
Well, that's not proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand, it's just proof that the bowls weren't in the noodle stand. But I also don't know what else to use.
I guess it's just the bowl.
I'll try it.
Take that!
Nah,
Thoughts, Prosecutor Gavin?
We have a choice between heaven or hell. Either our brains are damaged, or here our foreheads is. I wonder which it is.
This court finds Mr. Justice's brain faulty. By majority vote. Time to pick something else. What do we show then? Proof that someone was hiding in the the slippers.
the slippers? How is that relevant?
Because the slippers are proof that they came from the clinic.
The leaf!
And the leaf with the paint.
I was only remembering that it had paint on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Take that!
And remember, we found those footprints at the scene of the crime. The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the scene of the crime.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. Fuck. Damn my filthy feet. In other words, this is proof that you were inside the noodle stand.
Break to rock out!
I am groovy. Yee!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Yes! Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, James!
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground?
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle-making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo! I think I might be onto something! I thought for a moment it just said, Apollo! I think I might be on something! I think you hit me with your drug eyes!
Oh, sorry, they're hard to turn off.
I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence! In order to make room at the stand, some things would have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in the stand.
Now it's time!
This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's Noodles noodle stand. Jesus. And we discovered large quantities of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. Large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldoon was very clear about those bowls. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Right, you need to scream stop.
Sorry, I was looking at chat. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. Their worst lies in that spoiled brat's pickup lines. I would like to remind the witness of our current status. Jailbound.
And single.
This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Because you're not. Show me an innocent and I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the defense has somehow made this point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales? This whole trial is a fairy tale. And you're the Wicked Witch, apparently. Let's drop the house order.
Ooh. Dad,
My
that was a
man
real good
points to the
bird.
stands. And please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala.
Well, keep talking about that. Who's the punk bitch now? I mean, I still love...
I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. I don't believe you, Judge. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling the stand that night? I don't fucking know. And what was Alita Tiala doing inside of it that she knew he would be pulling the fucking stand?
I have a... No, that wouldn't really work.
Do you think he got a bowl of ramen and put it on his own head because his eyebrows were similar enough to Eldune's face, to Eldune's, in order to pretend to be him to slip out of the city before the mob could murder him.
I thought you said before the bomb. I'm starting to have a theory come together here. Because, like, the gun was fired and the bullet is in the safe. What if, like, she shot at him? What if he, like, fought back, knocked her out, and then was trying to transport the body or something?
Then why would she still have the gun?
I don't know.
Also, a quote from Jen. Bailiff, we've had enough of these bitches trying to run on us before. Ready to tackle her should she try shit.
And if he was fighting back at her, that would explain why the bulb in the lamp is broken, but it's still upright. He hit her with it. And then set it down.
I would think that would break the fucking lamp.
Yeah, but look. He hit her with it and the bulb broke, but then he set it back down. And that's why things were knocked over. It was a struggle. And that's why the juice was dry, because it was yesterday. Or the day before, or whatever. It was on Murder Day.
I guess we'll see. Murder Day. Alright everyone, Murder Day is coming up again this week. Just prepare yourselves.
I'm still confused about the red stain on the lamp cord. Because, like, they were like, is it blood? No, it's not blood. It's too pinkish to be blood.
It still looked like lipstick to me.
Yeah.
Time to get to the bottom of this case.
Beer.
I don't know why I expected to be continued there. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. Ask is in quotes, by the way. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
Am I wrong that enough guilty
You knew about the botched operation.
Listen, am I wrong that enough guilty people have tried running from this court before? I actually don't remember too many people doing that, being honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, it's happened at least once, but...
So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. To die. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score. I see. I think you're full of shit, because you have been this whole time. Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last test. I don't believe you. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. Oh, do we actually get to click the button without being prompted by a tutorial now? Oh, there it is.
You saw it? Did you see it move?
No, but I see the bangle. Okay, it's just up there forever now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, the fucking speech thing covers her fucking ring.
Well, she didn't move it there. Actually, if I recall, doesn't she generally, or don't they generally have it happen when we press, not during this part?
That's fair. That's fair.
So let's press.
So you did go to steal the chart. Are you listening? I said I asked him for it. The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him.
True. It would have been impossible without a pistol.
But what if she did have a pistol? And Sylvia says maybe a different tell now, but they haven't done that so far. So far, everyone's only had one tell.
Yeah, but they've also been doing tutorials up until now, so...
You know what? That's fair. We'll take a look. I mean, I wanted the chart. That much is true. I'm gonna go with it being the same tell, though. My reason was simple. That just seems like fact, but okay. Certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Not only that, if the Katakis had gotten that chance, I'd probably be with Dr. Emeritus now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky.
It seems our witness was in a fix as well.
Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand?
When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Can we be a little less morbid, please? So you see, I needed that chart. It has to be when her hands are together, by the way, because she uses the opposite thumb to spin it.
I know.
He didn't understand. He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. Please don't smile like that anymore, it's creepy.
Glad they pointed out!
He was practically delusional. Wait, did she do that just now?
Do what?
I think I saw her hand twitch.
Well, let's go through the press.
They sent you. He thought the Katakis had sent me to get the charts.
It makes some sense. You are their son's fiancé.
Don't make me laugh. The Katakis send me. They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns a-blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Hands are completely still.
If that was all that really happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing? How should I know? There weren't any bowls and I went, I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright? Do I detect uncertainty there? My last chance.
Apollo, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually. I felt it respond.
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice.
Alright. I feel like it's probably here.
Yeah, how would she be spinning it? Her hands are apart.
I mean, it could be a different tell. Wait, hang on.
I guess we can try
Let
it.
me try something, like...
What happens if you click the bracelet here? Aha! Scratching at her neck.
Yep.
So it was a different tell, you were right.
So, you literally cannot see the tell until you go into perceive, because I looked at that thing multiple times. That hand was completely still. So you have to go into perceive to see it. It's just a matter of figuring out which one you think is, like, the one that's going to have the tell.
It doesn't seem like there's a penalty for trying to perceive during other ones, though.
Okay. That makes sense.
You heard me? But no.
I heard you say that, like, there's no penalty.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Discord stuff. Anyways, drug vision! All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. Pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and then give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking? There we go. You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
Oops, that was a misclick.
What the... What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say.
Got the feeling it'd be different because her ring spinning tail would have no relevance with this one. Scratching her neck doesn't really have relevance either. And also,
unless she's wearing that scarf because he tried to garrote her with the lamp cord.
Oh, that actually could be it. Also,
they said it wasn't blood, which is what was weird.
What was it? The ring. Like, what was she lying about when that happened?
The now part about the chart was relevant now, so it didn't really seem relevant to the ring.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like it's always going to be relevant. Alita Tiala _ Titaki at twitch.tv.com. My Twitch, what are you talking about?
Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth with drugs. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. Now let me out of this trip. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something.
Oh, the ring was relevant because she was talking about, like, the chart, and it was upon seeing the chart that she wanted to marry him.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. The lamp.
I guess, yeah. Well...
Take that!
Or is it the bullet again? But what's that? You're touching your scarf again. But there's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state. Well, spit it out. This is talking in circles nonsense. It's killing me. And also the spinning in circles. And god damn it, will you turn off the drug vision? Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tididid. Please remove your scarf. No. Also, Paul admits a high price to get out of his drug trips.
This is the
What
trial
the
to
fuck
determine.
just happened again?
This is a trial to determine what happened at that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Objection. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. No, you're fucking not. Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? We're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No. No! I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Yep, she got garroted. Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lap at the witness's deck, looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus, and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. I'm not sure what the red spot is, but... A lot of feathers on those. Anyways, still not sure what the pinkness is, but...
We'll get to that, I think.
Order! 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 Chicken wings!
Buffalo wings!
Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. Bullshit. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus.
Touching your neck again.
The gangster knows everything. He knows about your weird fishbowl collection. He's coming for you.
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient.
You have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You!
And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. And so I kicked him in the balls. Nope, never mind. I blacked... Oh, Max, I think you were right. Don't know why the fuck he left her the gun, but I think you were right. I must have blacked out.
I should be a detective in real life. I'm sure all murders are just like this. Pants!
So you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
Despite the fact it was around your neck, I don't fucking know.
Just brushed against her mouth, I don't know.
Just kind of incidental at this point. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then stuck into that noodle stand? But how could I? That fucking face, it was just devolving.
It's so, like, Dan Hibiki.
It reminds me of some old Ed, and Eddie expressions. Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it, it's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now? Well, no, you're going to jail. You bear some responsibility for the events that day, true. Yet, if you were also a victim, you're still going to jail. Looks at script in front of him. Fine. This court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, fuck no, no sympathy. I believe this clears out the remaining questions for Mr. Young. No, it doesn't. When did this happen? What the fuck? I was winning. Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
No, because you have yet to bring up the question of why he was pulling the fucking noodle cart, which we have an idea for now, but you still have just been kind of ignoring. Very well, this finishes the cross-examination of this... Objection! Got an objection?
I just want to play a sweet guitar riff. You can now continue. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now, we rock!
Damn right we do, jeez!
What the... Did you write your own theme music?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
How Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right! There is more that we don't know!
But she was choked hard enough to lead that mark. And... she would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Why the fuck did she have the gun? Leah Tiala, half dead, Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
About just about every prosecutor when it feels like they're getting an unearned win or like, no, fuck, I'm not winning off some bullshit. No,
Except for Winston Payne.
Winston Payne did not do
and
it.
Manfred von Karma.
Manfred von Karma did not do it. Franziska von Karma did not do it. Miles Edgeworth did not do it until, like, his last case that we've seen so far. Godot didn't do it until his last case, but I think, well, no, I think he did it a bit. He didn't cover up when stuff came out, but he didn't really go out of his way to reveal stuff either. But anyway.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. Ah, for fuck's sake. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin.
Me? Franklin, I only wish to know the truth.
Fuck it, all of those German words are now going to become names. Herr is now Herbert.
Did you call it Harry?
Miles did it later the second case we saw him in. He was part of what helped Phoenix corner Vasquez. Yes.
Let's go back over what we learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Wonky saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And Ms. Tiala heard about this from Walkie. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then something happened. It sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala. Perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out. I'm not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene at the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Herbert Forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? Noodle cart. Noodle cart.
Take that!
As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldune's noodle stand. What killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand. Wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belong inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
I mean, that part's obvious, but he also wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Ah. Where you don't mean. I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. I'm grooving. Grooving over. But my corpse.
The grooving never ends! Grooving never dies!
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Objection!
Am I? Then let's think about it. Logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kitaki?
Objection!
I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
I don't know, to dig something up? Oh no, he was going to dump her in the river.
Yeah.
That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. Oh, we have a Shenpai emote. Nice, Sylvia.
Huh.
It was a trick. Let's pull Brad made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Objection!
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Please show us on this diagram. Where was the victim dragging the stand? Boop.
Take that!
No, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor, I hear bodies are dumped in there quite often. You know he's right. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was going to throw me into that river.
He didn't have many other options, Franklin.
I believe this clears up... No, why did she still have the gun? I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand, the defendant before him.
So he could get rid of the gun as well?
You know what? That's a possibility. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler of pants-snatching fame walks up. See the two men, he shouts in that instant. Cease thine aggressions.
The fuck?
What? Who are you? Surprise, bitch! So, I shot him. You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you. I feel like you could have made a stronger closing argument than that, but okay. Oh, Miss Tiala. No, I did not. I mean, nice work. You mean I'm right? Holy shit. I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one who's dreaming! Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts! If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason! Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park?
Who knows, maybe he needed the rations. But here's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Whereof what? Can't believe she's trying to deny this. Says true, Prosecutor Gavin.
Must I always be the one to point out Herbert Forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Franklin speaks of Herbert Doctor's car.
You know what that is? That is fair. What the fuck happened there? His car? That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage. In which sat a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. Well, because he was in a hit and run, that meant he didn't have a side view mirror, which means he would have been pulled over by the police. Because it's unsafe.
I thought the hit and run happened while... Wait. Yeah, I thought the hit and run happened, like, around the same time.
Admittedly, I don't remember.
Hang on.
We kind of had a big gap.
Cat wants out of my room, hang on.
Cat wants out. Yeah.
The kitty is gone. Okay.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
I have an idea! You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run! It was broken!
Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Franklin. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Eh?
Don't tell me you forgot what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car hit Mr. Wright. Was that green sports car? Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? Because it's loud?
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
Oh no. Rhino, I think I know the answer here. I know why he didn't use the car.
Why? Because pants were in it?
Because pants were in it, so it wouldn't start. So we're gonna have to
stalled.
So we're gonna have to present them one more time.
Oh boy. No. No! I don't want to present them. Order! 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 Order!
Quiet, defendant.
Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Baractus use his car to carry the body? The thing is, though, realistically, Max, unless that shit was shoved in there, like, to the point where it would be, like, a fucking plot, I think I'm not gonna go that far. They wear big pants.
Is that a groan of surrender I hear?
No, I just really didn't want to have to present these again.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know.
You know, I don't think we've ever actually like examined these. There's a good reason for that.
I don't want to.
Me neither. Should we anyway?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna skim through this. Alright, there, we did it. Moving on. Look, I didn't know if it was gonna be like with the shoes where we go in there and then it's like, I don't know, on the back of it there was like a gasoline stain or something. I don't know.
Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned. Mr. Justice's contradiction cast out on your entire case.
Does it really?
This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. Car didn't run.
Yeah.
Chad says we should examine bloomers as well. I don't want to.
Alright, we're done. Sorry, that threw me off.
Property of Kentucky. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Baractus couldn't use his car. Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Ciala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you could show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car would run that night.
It was found in an exhaust pipe.
Take that!
Let's see now. Pants! Again! Over past this. Sorry, Judge. The pants returned one last time.
All sorts of things come out of my pants. Even the truth.
What the fuck is happening? Another crime was committed on the night of the murder.
I want to remind everyone that from what I've seen, or from what I've heard, future cases do not bring up the pants. Like, if they do, it's like maybe use like a throwaway line from her or something. It's not nearly to this extent.
The pants were central to this case.
And I
the
hate
theft of these pants. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the Snatcher was caught in the act.
Manhattan time?
A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid.
Why
We
is the
still don't know
dog
who
there?
this dog is. In the Maractus Clinic garage. What? The Snatcher hid the pants there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them? Weren't they found in the exhaust pipe? Exactly. Oh, yay, I helped. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So I
Oh,
play
right.
music.
We're here investigating. Motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe. Alright, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
I think I was unconscious during that part. Hi, how interesting. While Miss Tiela and the doctor were struggling, the pants snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Sick. Alright, well, Miss Tiala, this wraps up your doubts quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. The pain, my throat's burning.
What's your problem? You doc! I know what you did! Ah!
Bucky.
You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine. I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No. You're doing everything. I have to stop him with this gun I found. Cease this at once, you two. Oh my god, a gunshot.
Evil.
Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad. It's like the most graceful, murderer we've seen in this game. Just like, oh well, fuck, I guess I'm caught.
Acro.
It's been a while, but admittedly, yes. Still one mystery. Is there? How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence at the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. You know what? That's fair. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago.
Review everything.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, Herbert Forehead?
Herbert Forehead, my next D&D character.
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Punk
Dog.
bitch!
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yay, confetti, punk bitch!
Woo, you suck!
Woo! He sucks. Court is adjourned. And you have been burned.
Hmm.
Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did, somehow.
Rocky's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
For like a few days.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes! This $10 shirt says so!
I've never noticed it has $10 on the bottom.
We're to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish!
Enough, Walkie.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ah, Mr. Kitaki. It's not time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man?
Voice I did for him.
I think it's about time you open yours! Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman!
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is gonna throw them both out.
Not in jail. Wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out! We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Oh,
To get the
Walkie?
surgery to get her to fucking live.
I think so, yeah.
Apollo has something to tell you.
I do? Way to put me on the spot.
What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. The 13th reason why.
Health checkup. Or is it the medical report?
Yeah, I think it might be this. Well, hang on.
It's probably the checkup.
Yeah, urgent exam. I think so.
I think the checkup, yeah.
Take that!
Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. You're deathly allergic to your own kung fu.
Need a lot of clean money. He doesn't mean. You aren't really. Are you?
This is the least cartoonish he's
It's like the
looked.
most fucking normal he's looked.
Wait, hang on.
She doesn't mean. You aren't really, are you?
I searched the globe and found one. A doctor who could take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
Okay, but I'm literally gonna die in like a week, maybe? So.
Also, dirty money may end up having something traced back to us, and oh shit, my eyes open. I thought those were like voids, not my eyebrows.
I figured they were eyebrows.
Please understand, Walkie. Everyone in this case has fucking thick eyebrows.
Oh yeah, where are his?
Everyone important in this case has thick eyebrows.
He's the fucking...
Important. Okay, how do I say this? How do I say it this way? 3 men in this case have thick eyebrows.
1, 2. Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for... Lucky? Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit. I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
I fucking hate him.
Lucky.
No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kataki, I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words. I found the voice. But I know no job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think, someday I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky Lime Pie. It's opening a pie shop? So long.
Rhino, I'm glad you remembered his voice when he had 3 lines of dialogue left.
And he's gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agents?
Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going.
Why not? She did help me out. So, does Athena also have young girl sidekick?
I don't know. I literally just know she exists and what she looks like.
Fair enough. There's a few questions that still need answers. Drug vision! Like this drug vision divide she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Papa.
Oh, that's right! You have to go someplace first.
Where?
Why, to claim our award from Mr. Albion.
Salty noodles, right. You gotta stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, all right. I don't even remember what voice I give this.
Guy, thing,
Please, anything but him.
End.
Okay, so I'll admit the first part of that case, like kind of setting everything up, was kind of meh to me. I liked once it got rolling.
Yeah, and I think that's probably going to be what's like what we're going to be getting for a lot of these is like they're going to like be laying the stuff out, and then it's going to all come together. So that was case 2 out of the 4 that we have, which means next up is episode 3. I can set the music. Hang on. Or I can set the backgrounds.
It says and music.
There. This is the thing for number 3. So, there's a broken guitar. Oh my god, is that Mondo Awana in the upper right? That's his hair!
Oh, is it? I thought it was a lizard folk.
But yeah, that's gonna be next. But for now, hey, case 2 done.
Woo!
All right. Don't know yet what the plan is for next week. Gonna figure it out. Still need response from people for whether or not we're gonna be able to do Poke D&D on Sunday.
I mean, I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I mean, you also have not said anything. But
Look, I don't bother saying it until someone else in particular says it.
that's fair. All right, but yeah, that, and then also next week, I mean, we're gonna be continuing with the Ocarina of Time randomizer. We're gonna be continuing with Stardew. We might continue with this immediately next week, or we might, like, wait a week and focus on other stuff and then come back to this later. We'll see.
Alright.
But either way, yeah. Stuff's gonna be happening next week, and until then, farewell, and always remember, please, 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 don't steal pants. And if you do steal pants, shove them into a car exhaust pipe because it might end up help solving a murder.
It might prevent someone from getting murdered.
No. It won't prevent them from getting
murdered.
murdered. It won't prevent them from getting murdered, but it might help solve the murder after it's happened.
Well, no, it kept the lady from getting murdered.
She's probably getting the death penalty.
Oh, probably. But that's not murder at that point.
Anyway, farewell.